Section 6. Japan's evolving role, from pacifism to proactive diplomacy. The Trilateral Summit provides an important platform for Japan to showcase its evolving role on the international stage. Long constrained by its pacifist constitution, Japan has in recent years adopted a more proactive foreign policy, seeking to strengthen its alliances and play a more active role in regional security. The summit offers an opportunity for Japan to demonstrate its commitment to multilateralism and its willingness to work with its neighbors to address shared challenges. Under Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, Japan has been particularly vocal about the need to strengthen the rules-based international order and push back against China's assertiveness in the region. Japan has also sought to deepen its security ties with the United States and other like-minded countries, such as Australia and India. However, Japan's more assertive foreign policy has not been without its critics. Some worry that it could raise tensions with China and undermine regional stability. Others argue that Japan needs to do more to address its wartime past, particularly its treatment of wartime forced laborers and comfort women if it wants to play a truly leadership role in the region. The Trilateral Summit will be an important test of Japan's ability to balance its security concerns with its desire for regional cooperation. Finding the right balance will be crucial for Japan to navigate the complex geopolitical landscape of the Asia-Pacific. For South Korea, the Trilateral Summit presents its own set of unique challenges and opportunities. Sandwiched between China, its largest trading partner, and the United States, its security guarantor, South Korea must navigate a delicate balancing act, seeking to maintain strong ties with both powers while safeguarding its own interests. The summit comes at a particularly sensitive time for South Korea, as it seeks to manage its relationship with China while also addressing the growing threat from North Korea. Seoul has been caught in the middle of the escalating rivalry between Washington and Beijing, facing pressure from both sides to take sides. On the one hand, South Korea recognizes the importance of maintaining close economic ties with China. China is South Korea's largest trading partner, and bilateral trade between the two countries has flourished in recent years. South Korea is also keen to cooperate with China on issues such as climate change and regional development. On the other hand, South Korea shares deep security concerns with the United States about China's growing military power and its assertiveness in the region. South Korea also relies heavily on the United States for its security, and it is wary of undermining this alliance. The Trilateral Summit will require South Korea to carefully calibrate its approach, seeking to deepen cooperation with both China and the United States, while avoiding actions that could be seen as taking sides. This will require deft diplomacy and a willingness to compromise on all sides. No discussion of the Trilateral Summit would be complete without acknowledging the long shadow that history casts over relations between China, Japan, and South Korea. Decades after the end of World War II, historical grievances stemming from Japan's wartime actions continued to bedevil relations between these three countries. Issues such as Japan's use of forced labor during the war, its treatment of comfort women, and its territorial disputes with China and South Korea continue to be sources of tension and mistrust. These historical grievances have flared up periodically, leading to diplomatic spats and public protests. While the leaders of China, Japan, and South Korea have all expressed a desire to move on from the past, bridging the gap between rhetoric and reality has proven to be difficult. Efforts to promote reconciliation have been hampered by domestic political considerations, nationalist sentiment, and differing interpretations of history. The Trilateral Summit offers an opportunity for the leaders of these three countries to address these historical issues head-on. By acknowledging past wrongs, expressing remorse, and taking concrete steps to promote reconciliation, they can begin to heal the wounds of the past and build a more positive and forward-looking relationship. The Trilateral Summit between China, Japan, and South Korea holds the potential to be a significant step towards a more integrated and prosperous East Asia. By strengthening their economic ties, addressing shared security challenges, and overcoming historical grievances, these three countries can create a more stable and prosperous region for all. A more integrated East Asia would bring significant economic benefits. By deepening their economic cooperation, China, Japan, and South Korea can create a more dynamic and resilient regional economy. Increased trade and investment flows would create jobs and boost economic growth. Cooperation on infrastructure development would connect markets and facilitate the movement of goods and people. Beyond the economic realm, a more integrated East Asia would also contribute to regional peace and stability. By working together to address shared security challenges, such as North Korea's nuclear program and maritime disputes, these three countries can create a more secure environment for all. However, achieving a more integrated East Asia will not be without its challenges. Historical animosities, territorial disputes, and differing political systems continue to divide these three countries. Moreover, the growing rivalry between the United States and China has raised concerns about a new Cold War in Asia, which could further complicate efforts at regional integration. The success of the Trilateral Summit will depend on the willingness of China, Japan, and South Korea to overcome these challenges and work together to build a more integrated and prosperous East Asia. The Trilateral Summit between China, Japan, and South Korea is not just a regional affair. It has significant implications for the future of the global order. As three of the world's largest economies and key players in the Asia-Pacific region, the outcome of the summit will have repercussions far beyond East Asia. The summit comes at a time when the global order is undergoing a period of profound transformation. The rise of China, the resurgence of Russia, and the relative decline of the United States have created a more multipolar world, characterized by shifting power dynamics and increased uncertainty. In this context, the Trilateral Summit represents an important test of whether the existing international order can adapt to these changing realities. If China, Japan, and South Korea can overcome their differences and work together effectively, it will send a powerful signal that the international system can still deliver results in the 21st century. Moreover, the summit provides an opportunity for these three countries to shape the future of global governance. As major stakeholders in the international system, China, Japan, and South Korea have a responsibility to work together to address global challenges such as climate change, pandemics, and nuclear proliferation. The Trilateral Summit, therefore, is not just about East Asia. It is about the future of the global order. The eyes of the world will be watching to see if these three countries can rise to the challenge and help shape a more peaceful and prosperous future for all.